So, I've figured it out. I know the best hack how to travel properly. It's so simple, but yet no, most folk, they don't do it. Thing is, this hack, if you call it, this hack, speak their language. And you might think, what, hang on a minute, I'm gonna go to Portugal, but they'll speak English, or method. The thing is, when you learn their language, you might have heard this before, so you might be, yeah, we all know this, Jay. Well, you don't need to make a video on this. The thing is, honestly, from my experiences, speaking their language in their country is one of the best feelings ever. Because most folk, they will speak English. So for a Brit like me, when I was younger, gone to a country abroad and they spoke an English to you, and you walk into a cafe and you go, sorry,
do you speak English?
Even tourists from all sorts of different countries, they'll come to another country and they'll speak English, because the people, especially in the touristy areas, they are likely to speak English. The best thing you can do, and this is coming from experience, is learn a little bit of some basic sentences and phrases in their language. For example, if you were to go to Italy, don't just hope that they'll speak English. I'll tell you what, you will get much better service and you get much better appreciation and a lot less chance of being ripped off as well, if you can speak a little bit of their language, because we take it for granted. A foreign person comes into a shop in England, they just speak English. Okay, everyone speaks English. We don't have that appreciation, but people abroad who, no one speaks Italian except for Italians. Maybe some like areas do, but no one learns Italian. So, for example, I'm in Italy. I used to live in Italy, so I do speak the language. So when I go into a coffee shop in Italy, I speak their language, and then they speak it back. It's fine, it's fun. They realise I'm a foreigner, and they get curious. They ask me Italian, so perché parli italiano? Imparavo italiano da solo. Vivevo a Torino. Ho vissuto a Torino un anno. And then it just, they're like, wow, you speak good Italian. They say, parli bene italiano, per esempio. And they get interested. And I work in an Italian restaurant in England as my part-time job, and I do get a handful of foreign customers. I get Italians, so naturally they say, oh, where are you from? I'm from Italy. And then I speak to them in Italian. They're like, so where? They even asked me, some of them even asked me, whereabouts in Italy are you from? Like, I'm actually English. But why do you speak my language? You speak my language, and they get really curious. They're like, wow, you speak my language. Why? Oh, you speak good Italian. It's such a euphoric feeling. So when you do that abroad and you speak their language, and they know that you're making an effort, they find it quite warming from my experiences. And that for me is truly traveling. Just imagine going hundreds and hundreds of years ago, and you're going to live in this foreign land. You wouldn't be able to walk up to them and go, sorry mate, do you speak English? No. The likelihood is no. English wasn't an important language. We weren't globally connected that much compared to where we are now. So you would have to learn their language, and learning their language, you can really help to learn one's culture. So if you learn their culture, it just feels a lot more satisfying to learn their language. But then I know what you might be thinking now. But learning language, it's just too hard. I can't do it, mate. It's just too difficult. The thing is, once you get to grasp with the basics, you spend a month, you just dedicate a month to learning. For example, I'm going to Portugal in a month and a bit. I can do basic Portuguese now. I'm learning Portuguese from Portugal, by the way, not Brazilian Portuguese, European Portuguese, because they're quite different, the languages. So I know that the Portuguese people will appreciate the fact that I'm learning their language. I'm putting the effort in to learn their language when I'm in their country, and that's just such a warm thing. That's one thing I will say to you. If you go abroad, learn their language, you'll least likely get ripped off. I've been ripped off many times abroad, once or twice in Italy for being foreign or not bothering to speak Italian or whatever reason. You're least likely to get ripped off. You get a lot more respect from locals, and you have such a better time with it. Imagine going to a coffee shop, getting out your comfort zone. It's almost like you're going in undercover. You don't want them to know you're a tourist, so you pretend to be a Spaniard. Puedo tomar un café, por favor? Sí, cierto. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll get back to you. Bye. What a cool outro.